So, I guess I can go ahead and confirm Digimon Month 2019. Phew! I was actually getting kind of worried there. I wasn't sure what to be doing for. I wasn't sure what to be doing for it, but let's jump into this, shall we? Because this is actually interesting.
That's right, using common sense might be overrated, so let's forget it. ステージそうなイメージを染めたぎこちない翼でも And I'm sure we can fly on my life.
So a bit of early information on the new Digimon game and an excuse for me to use the podcast branding because it's been 2 months since the last Code Crown podcast, and without episodes of Try or Applemon or just something to review, I've been sort of letting the side down on that. So this news is really welcome. The game is called Digimon Survive, as you would have seen by the logo, and it's scheduled for 2019 for both the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. So already I'm double dipping on this game. I'm going to get it for both consoles. I'm going to get the PS4 for Digimon Month next year, and I'll get the Switch version for my own amusement. I can play it on the way to work. I can, uh, you know, just enjoy it in a bit more of a personal setting, and then the PS4 version will be where I share my experiences with you guys, and I love doing that. But it's described as a survival strategy RPG, which, wow, a strategy RPG, very different to the story and world series, which is very good. It sounds almost very Fire Emblem-y or Shin Megami Tensei, and the game will have both 2D and 3D graphical elements. The game will have conversation scenes in 2D. They look almost kind of like not graphic novel, but visual novel style cutscenes, just based on the scans we have here, and they'll look like you're watching animation, so that's good. So they'll sort of, you can see the art style even in the scans we have here. There's a very try animation style feel to it. I think it'll be better obviously once we get a trailer and we get to see things in motion, but I'm optimistic for it so far. So cutscenes in anime 2D, and then the obviously the actual RPG elements all in 3D. So that's really good. Uh, it says that depending on your choices, there are changes in evolution during deployment and battle. Quite interesting. So very, it sounds like a VPET almost, where you're the choices that you make in the story, or even in the development and raising of your partner, will influence how it evolves, and that's a really unique way to go about it. Keeps things fresh. Like as I said, I'm going to pick up the PS4 and the Switch version, so if I make one choice on the PS4 version, but I get curious about what would happen, I can do it on the Switch version, and that would in turn potentially change how my partner evolves. I think that's just a really cool way to do things. The battle part will play as a simulation where you move your partners in a box style field while fighting enemies. Okay. Energy is consumed via actions, and using energy properly is the key. Now, this could just be translation issues, um, but that sounds very mobile game to me. That sounds very, oh, you've run out of energy. Please deposit, please deposit $5 to continue, or wait 24 hours before to let your actions bar refill. I'm hoping it's not like that and it's not so grindy and tedious, but oh, I don't like the sound of the energy gauge or the energy spending. Again, it just feels very mobile game. I'm actually a lot more worried about that than I probably should be. The the exploration part will let you explore the field. You can find interesting landmarks and key elements to progress the story, and you can see that in some of the screenshots. There's the screenshots there side by side where you've got Greymon and Labramon in battle, and beside them there's sort of like an investigation screen. So again, the visual novel element there, like an Ace Attorney or even Fire Emblem Echoes, to a point where you could investigate while you were in certain buildings or dungeons and poke around and unearth things or talk to characters. So okay, fair. So there's a couple of different gameplay styles in there, and I think the touch to investigate elements will be very suitable for the Switch and handheld mode. Very curious about how that's all going to work out. In terms of plot elements, we know that the hero is somebody who joined a camp for the summer and is suddenly taken to another world. This sounds familiar. um, it's a dangerous world in which ferocious creatures wander around. Yeah, I know another story about 7 young kids who go to camp for the summer. And they wind up living in a digital land where everybody got to meet his own Digimonster, a digital companion, a digital friend. But maybe I'm thinking of something else entirely. um, the main character is named Takuma Momosuke. Takuma, okay, fair. That's it's not a bad name. One of my OCs was named Takuma, so that's kind of funny. Um, Takuma Momosuke is in his second year of junior high and has an Agumon as his partner. Because of course he does. Because we don't need to beat that dead horse into the ground or take the hacker's memory route and use lesser known Digimon and promote them for a change. Nah, just another gogglehead with an Agumon. Why not? Just why not? Um, to be fair, I don't mind it as much as I might seem, especially if evolution is going to change based on story elements and choices and things. But still, like, give Chika Sakamoto a break, huh? But yeah, it's noted that the genre and atmosphere change, and that each Digimon appears beautiful. So that's obviously just hard translation. Um, it seems to be that the genre and atmosphere are have a drastic change to them compared to the most recent story or world games. That would be my interpretation of it, and that each Digimon appears beautiful. Well, I guess that just means the 3D models are rendered. Maybe they're rendered more clearly, or they're upscaled a bit more compared to something like Next Order or Hacker's Memory. Or I did personally find the Cyber Sleuth models better than the Next Order models in some cases. So if they've been rendered a lot more clearly, or they have extra detail to them, that'll be nice to see at least. We do expect more information and images from the upcoming V Jump issue. An early issue being where this information certainly came from. Um, Obviously, that's where these scans have come from, but hopefully, over the next day or two, we'll get some more info. Maybe even a trailer or a teaser or something, and we can talk about that a bit. So the scan comes from Gematsu, and I've got taken this information to share via WithTheWill, so credit to them as always. But let me know down below, what do you think about this? A strategy survival RPG. So like Digimon Fire Emblem, maybe? I'd be kind of cool. I'd be kind of cool with it if that's what it amounted to. And I'm very interested in the whole idea of your evolutions may vary depending on how you play out the story and certain choices you make. That's really appealing as well, because again, it does add an element of freshness to it and unpredictability. Which console are you looking to pick this up on? Are you going strictly PS4, like the last few games, or are you picking it up on the Switch? Because if this gets localized, I believe it'll be the first game since the I was geez, I nearly said Sun and Moon, although technically not wrong. Um, the first game since Dawn and Dusk, maybe Championship, to get a localization into English. Because my copy of Redigitized Decode certainly isn't in English, and the Cross Wars games were never localized, and the recent Applemon game was never localized. So yeah, it's been it's been long overdue. So I'm gonna pick it up on both again, one for the playthrough on the channel, and then the other for my own entertainment and to support getting more Digimon games on Nintendo consoles because yeah, there's just no need for them not to be there. I suppose. But yeah, so we'll wrap it up there. Drop down below what you think about all this, what your preferred console is going to be, if anything, and what you're hoping to see from the game itself. And as more information breaks, we'll report on it further, dive into the details as they come out, and hopefully we get a teaser trailer or something over the next few days, so we can see a lot of this in action and judge and analyze and critique it and yada yada. In a good sense, I'm not being disparaging. I'm really looking forward to this, and we have our game for Digimon Month 2019, it looks like. So I'm very happy for that. I genuinely was worried about what I would do for um, the channel's Digimon Month next year, and looks like my prayers have been answered, and then some. So, till next time, guys, stay safe, have a great evening, and I will talk to you again soon. Adios.